out. Hey guys, welcome to the meeting. If you're online, please sign in on the chat. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Emily is pulling up the agenda because apparently I didn't get it into my attachments. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call this meeting to order at 12:03. We can go ahead and review the minutes from our last meeting on March 12th. Those are on the printed packet. It's your second page, front and back. Have those so they can see that. It should be the PDF.
I don't know why these are not.
Do what?
I don't know why these ones are not popping up to share the screen.
Having technical issues.
They're not coming up.
You click on it and it doesn't come up.
The file is open, but it's not letting me share it on
Then click share.
these are minutes.
They're doing it now.
Yeah, those are the minutes.
Okay. All right, so now the minutes are up on Zoom. Let me know if you see anything that needs to be adjusted.
I was here that day, but I'm not on.
You were here in person?
Yes.
Okay, remind me of your name.
Wendy.
Thank you. All right, so we'll add Wendy to being in attendance in person. Everybody else, your name on there? If there is no other adjustments, I'll entertain a motion.
A motion to approve. Jennifer.
Okay, I got a motion from Jennifer to approve with adding Wendy and a second from Sonia. Any other discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Treasurer's report. Rick apologizes. He woke up sick this morning. So he sent me the numbers. The Health Council account has $82,987.39. The Health Expo account has $17,709.33. And the Together with Veterans account has $53,152.27. Does anybody have any questions on the treasurer's report? That's good, because I probably couldn't answer. All right, so Health Council activities. Our membership is now up to 87. We were at 60, 50, 40, 48 when I started. So we've grown. So our new members for this month is Matthew Rutherford, Bernita, sorry, I'm always gonna butcher that name. I apologize. Rolando, Brian from Eastern, Lorena with Wings, and Brooke from Eastern is also down.
think we were already. Well, we,
You were, but at some point, either I went in and adjusted something so it changes your location on my list. Or you fixed something or came back in, and so. It doesn't change the numbers, because the numbers will stay, it's just. Location. Update on the behavioral health leadership, which is now the Behavioral Health and Wellness Subcommittee. We should be meeting next week on the 16th. I gotta send out all that information, but that's where we're at right now. So technically, no further information on that is available.
It's still gonna be at 8 AM.
I'm gonna see if I can change the location, because I think 8 o'clock at the courthouse is hard on people, and maybe that's why it's not getting.
I think it's because of his schedule, that's what he's available. The day gets pretty busy as he goes along, so. That might be the reason why it's doing it.
Well, and I'm not necessarily opposed to 8, I just think you have to stand out there because the courts aren't open. But I don't know, I'll work out all of that and I'll let y'all know. Health Council activity updates, the Youth Education and Awareness Subcommittee has kind of taken a different turn, so if there's anybody who wants to be on the Youth Education and Awareness Subcommittee, please get with me, because we need to go ahead and fill that subcommittee if we want to do something with youth.
I did not.
All right. And you guys can think about it, and if you want to get back with me on it, and we can keep
Valerie
going.
wants to be added to the list.
Valerie? All right. Thank you, ladies.
From the community.
Thank you.
Okay,
Your sister?
okay,
I'm like your sister.
Okay, got it.
Whichever one it is, it's your sister. You pick the one.
Okay.
All right, food insecurity, is Evangelina online?
Yes, she is.
All right, so, Evangelina is the chair for the food insecurity. I'm gonna go ahead and mention over on the back table, there's a half sheet. On the half sheet, one side is we're doing the food drive for April. The 19th, we're gonna do table days at Farmers, Albertsons, where, because it's the day before Easter and people should be shopping, that maybe they'll give us some canned goods while we sit there for a couple hours. We do need some volunteers to help. So that's what that big old QR code is, if you wanna sign up. It's 2-hour slots, so you can do 2 hours or 4 hours, it's 10 to 2. I didn't wanna be out there all day because it is a holiday weekend and it is what it is. And that's what I have on that, Evangelina.
Oh, yes. I did call a community kitchen to inquire about opportunity, availability for a date to set. But I spoke with Denise, and she was going to speak with Scott, that was at the community kitchen, to ask about that. And she hasn't called me back. So if she doesn't, I'm gonna give her a ring again if she doesn't return my call again. And take it from there.
For what?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Oh, I have no idea. I
Did you
haven't seen
repeat
her.
that?
She's wanting to know if Little Caesars was coming with their big pizza truck.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't aware of that.
Where's the QR code to sign up to volunteer? Val asked.
It's in the,
Agenda.
it's on the printed I'll have to resend it out because the
Yeah.
agenda that doesn't have the QR code on it. It was the one I forgot to send. So I'll send out the QR code. I did set us up so that way we have a volunteer sign up sheet, that program. So now it actually put in your stuff. We can start tracking your hours. You can use it whenever you need to show that you volunteered. It's gonna be wonderful. When I get you the right information. All right, and then we'll let you know on volunteering at the community kitchen when that happens. Health Expo,
So we have venue and date set, and we have sent out the sponsorship and group registration form. Carrie has them printed out. If you need it emailed, get with Carrie, she'll send it out. Yeah, you can do a check, whatever, cash, card. Carry your pigeon too.
no, I'm against pigeons.
So we have that all going. Our first deadline for sponsorship is May 9th for presenting sponsors. And then regular sponsorship deadline is June 14th. Booth deadline for early bird is May 30th. And for regular deadline is June 28th. So, and booths are cheaper this year, $25 for early bird, and for the regular price is $50. And we added a $100 late fee kind of after the registration date, because there's always somebody with the costume, because it puts a strain on Carrie if they come in afterwards, because it's gonna be a lot of work mapping out since it's a new venue. It'll probably be this venue for foreseeable future until convention centers fixed or moved or whatever they're gonna do. But if anybody wants to sign up, there's the expo email. It's expo@chavezcountyhc.org. It's on the front of
Yeah, I mean,
the packet. Or you can get a hold of me.
so we're about a month behind on the expo planning, so the deadlines and dates are really tight on this. In order for me to get all the graphics and designs and everything ordered and done the way I need them done. So pay really close attention to those deadlines. The packet is up on the website. So you can download it straight from there if you don't have it. You can share it with other people.
Other organizations.
Because the mall is a lot bigger of a venue and more spread out. It would be nice to go ahead and get all the little niches filled and just like truly fill in that mall. So we can go a lot bigger, I think, on the number of booths.
And we really want to think outside of the box. Like, we've always wanted to have like gyms and things like that. We've already had a massage therapist contact us, so there's gonna be a massage therapist. She's gonna sign up and do chair massages and things like that. So think like holistic, acupuncture, things like that. So if you know of anything like that, or if you go to anything like that, share this. Get them to sign up, because this is the time, and it's super cheap. Because you can't be $25 to outreach to the community.
And some of the feedback was like, they want, the people want to see like financial information. So, you know, how to have a healthy financial account or something. So, I mean, they're looking at different things, and it's the whole health. It's not just mental and physical.
Because you think about it, you know, your financial health is important too. So I think all aspects of what makes you a healthy person.
What was your theme, Kevin?
Oh, yeah, we did decide to go with the theme this year just because Carrie had a great idea, and I was like, that's fun. So it's gonna be retro video games. We're gonna have a whole thing set up with Pac-Man, with the little ghosts going around, and that's how people are gonna find sponsor booths. So if you wanna be a sponsor booth, have a little Pac-Man ghosty at your table, then you gotta sign up for platinum or above.
And, you know, if we could get like CrossFit from the mall to join in, they might can set up a Donkey Kong station where you're jumping or leapfrog. Think old school, think how my brain went as soon as I'm standing in the middle of the mall looking at that retro eighties colors.
Yeah. I mean, what else are you gonna do in the mall?
Yeah, so.
I can't wait for my fluorescent colors.
Right. It's not a requirement, so we're not gonna make you if you're not comfortable, but if you want to, go all out.
And Angie at the mall said that they will decorate the mall on whatever theme I decided to go with. So they'll try to get all the stores and everybody to go into the theme, so that way we're more of a inclusive.
We're hoping that it's gonna be bigger this year because of the location it's at and it's the tax-free weekend. So maybe we'll be able to pull in some of the people that are there doing school shopping.
Again, the hours change because the mall doesn't open until 10, so the expo will start at 10. So it's backed up a little bit.
I'm happy about that. I'm not a morning person.
It's gonna be hard to track numbers, though.
I
You're not gonna be able to.
have an idea. That's why it went with the theme. Is to get them to the center booth to come and get their stuff. To drive them in there so we can count off of that.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be a little more instructions for the booth vendors. If somebody comes and they don't have like a bag, send them to get a bag so that we can count.
What area of the mall are we doing?
The hall is there,
Okay.
everywhere.
So with the exception of that hallway there by J.C. Penney's,
Yeah.
which is their veteran. Yeah, so depending on, we'll start at the stairs and that ramp going south. And then if we need to fill in, we can fill in, but we can't be down that hallway. But I think we can do the ramp up.
Where you can do what, Holly?
There's that entrance down by J.C. Penney's. And there is some electric throughout, so if you need electric, I need to know that well in advance, because I will have to be very specific on where you go. Because I can't just magically make electric happen, even if we had Pokemon. Pika pika.
Yeah, you can find the stuff on the Health Council website. You just search up Chatham County Health Council, it'll pop up. Go there, the forms on there, you can share it with anybody, everybody, any organization that you think might fit. Some of them, if they like to sell products, it's a case by case basis. So like if we have essential oils or whatever that might want to sell, they just need to put it on their form and we'll get in contact with them and see what it is they're selling and maybe approve them.
Any other questions? All right, Veteran Symposium.
Yeah,
You can do that one?
yeah. When was that? Once again?
329.
On 29, we had the Travis County Veterans Symposium, the third one. The first one that Together with Veterans has taken over and done. It was a really good turnout. There was a lot of veterans that came. There was a claims clinic for veterans because there was the new law passed on property taxes for veterans. So they had, I think it was the VA and the county assessors were out there. The VA was checking their status and then they were going straight over to the county assessors and getting signed up so they get their property tax exemptions. We had a lot of veteran serving organizations doing all kinds of stuff. We had a VA there. Help the veterans, I think they needed help with VA stuff. That we had well over 200 people that came, which for a veteran specific event, that's really good. How many did we end up having for booths?
Shoot, I forgot to look up that number. I think it was
28, somewhere around in there.
just around 30.
28, yeah, pretty close to 30 booths of organizations that were there to help veterans out. So it was really good. We learned some things. And we're gonna be meeting Saturday to go over what we're gonna do a little different next year. Like next year will be even better. But if anyone wants to come to the Together with Veterans meeting, it's this Saturday from 11:30 to 1 at the American Legion Hall 28 on Montana. I think that's it.
Anybody have questions on Veterans Symposium?
Domingo joined.
I wanted to let everybody know that I was able to pop in for the Veterans Symposium, and it was such an amazing event for the community, and I was super proud of the team that put it together. And just to see the veterans and their families walking in and seeing all of this that had been set up for them was just truly rewarding. And I can't tell you guys who are a part of today's meeting, how vital the work that we do as volunteers and as a council and as just a group of people that live, work, and play here in Roswell, New Mexico. It's truly amazing. And I'm just ever so grateful for all the work that you guys did to put it on, and looking forward to the future. Thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you, Val. All right, on to the contractor director update. So my report is in there. We are starting to do events again. And we are progressing along on the DOH funding. Did theirs, I'll have to invoice out this week, I believe. I'm waiting on DOH. And the overdose grant, we've got one billing left on it for this cycle, so those are done. May 7th, this is not in your packet, but May 7th is the community, oh, okay, so the Community Collaboration Forum. Emily and I will be in Albuquerque for that on the the New Mexico Alliance of Health Councils, to go over the stuff for that. So they upped the health council's budget to 4.9 million. That extra 1.9 million will be focused on behavioral health. So we don't know what that's gonna entail. So the 3 million is what we got this fiscal year. So that'll stay the same. And then the additional 1.9 divided out to the 33. So we'll know more. So behavioral health will be a big one for us next year. On the 15th, on May 15th, the community health needs assessment is happening. That is from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. They are gonna want our members, our partners to log into this meeting and provide information. I will make sure to get that out to you guys once I have all the stuff. So I will send that out so that when you can get it into your calendars. And again, that's May 15th. And then May 28th is the opioid settlement summit here with 100% Chavez County. And I'm sure if we have time, other people will talk about that. But I will make sure that this flyer gets out because it's a limited space on that one. And that's all I have for me. Emily?
For March, I did attend the Veteran Symposium. I was with the Health Council table. I'm also part of the Together Veterans team. And then also we were at university for a resource fair. I focused on 988 specifically and handed out 988 materials. Again, if anybody needs
Opioid.
yes, Narcan training, I'm available mainly in the mornings, but we can make adjustments. And then I will be at Cahoon on Saturday for the gun prevention, handing out gun locks. So if anybody needs free gun locks, go there and we have a bunch to give out for free.
And while you guys are out and about, if people need gun locks, they can call 211 and let us know, and we can get them gun locks at any time. So they don't have to wait till events and stuff. So that makes it easy. Anything else?
And then my director's report is in, or director's, my report is in here if I missed it.
And then Danny is still not online. The coordinator report is in there. Just a real quick one, the bus rides.
561 free bus rides provided to veterans and spouses through Together Veterans.
Yep. So they're still utilizing it. Yep. Any questions on those? All right. 211 update. I did have the February numbers after the meeting, but they are here. So February, we had a total of 53 calls. For March, we had a total of 46 calls. Again, utilities assistance and housing is our big ones. We did luck out and we have found a water assistance for water bills.
Somebody called yesterday, this is not right now.
We may have lost that water assistance. We'll have to call and find out and verify because we have a problem with the city water fees amounts. So we'll see what we can do on that one.
Carrie, did they ever help the community with the flood, you know, where they had to use a lot of water in their home? Did they ever help city? Oh. I thought
No, they did not.
I thought we just go to them that they were gonna try to help them to bring down their water bills.
There should be no water bill for anybody affected by this flood at all. It should be erased, I think. It should happen.
I don't really know the specifics when it comes into that. I know that if your water bill was high, when they did the changes over, you have to go in and you have to file for a reduction, reimbursement, or credit to your account. I have no idea how many have because that came out same time as the flood happened and then it was just kind of like
I did
disappeared.
ours for our home and we barely got it. And it was $17.
So,
And you have to go in and fill it out.
and the calls we're getting is people are in the thousands.
And then I asked them, why are we getting an access fee on every, have you noticed there's an access fee 26 or 29, access fee 20.
There has always been.
On every category, there's an access fee plus tax, we're getting taxed on each one.
The tax doesn't matter because it still matches up when it's the whole bill versus individual lines. It's just because it goes into different accounts. You've always paid the access fee. It is higher now, but it used to be called the base rate. So the access fee is your base rate plus your first 3,000 gallons. Which is still what you did. They just renamed it. So none of that has changed with the exception of you pay a little bit more now.
I'm gonna start putting it on our bathroom.
I'm being nice.
Okay.
What was that one movie? We only flush twos, we don't flush ones.
All right. Moving on to 211. Any other questions about that? All right, well, like I said, we do have a speaker and Domingo is on Zoom now.
I am. Can everybody hear me?
Yes,
Maybe,
we can
maybe
hear you.
not. Yes, you can hear me. Awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for giving me the time to be able to speak here. I won't be long. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. It's so amazing. We need that in our community, and I'm so blessed to just to be able to be a part of that. So I'll get started right away. So briefly, my name is Domingo Alto. I work at Lacoste Community Behavioral Health. I do have a slideshow. I don't know if I want to bore you with that, but I can put it up if you want me to share my screen. So we are the local lead agency for special needs housing here in Chaves County. We have these meetings twice a year. It's actually the first one this year that I've done. So I don't know if anybody knows anything about special needs housing. It's a well, we'll just go over that real quick. So special needs housing, here's my agenda. Can you see it? Can I share my screen? Somehow?
I put it to where you can share your screens.
Okay, so if you let me know if you can see it. Perfect. Yay. Screen 2. I have 2 screens. How's that?
There you are.
Perfect. Okay. And forgive me, I'm terrible at public speaking, so this is awful for me. So bear with me here. And I have my supervisor Liz there, so she's grading me on this.
You're good.
And my mother-in-law, my mom. That's
Go Domingo.
okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is awful. So special needs housing, definition here, special needs housing is a rental housing for persons with disability, homelessness, and limited incomes. So it's linked with voluntary and flexible supportive services. So if you know what like CCSS is, community support services, or even, yeah, like basically we're gonna do what we can to help the clients, and our main focus is eviction prevention, right? We want to keep the clients in housed wherever they're at. Right now, unfortunately, there's only one LIHTC, which is the supportive housing units. Here in Roswell, it's Cielo de Oro. So we get 6 units. And I don't say we get 6 units, but there's 6 units set aside specifically for special needs housing. It's going to sound really great, and it really is. It's not that they get a discount necessarily on their rent or anything like that. It's basically, it just comes with supportive services. And so whatever the client may need to stay in their home, whatever resources they might need, we're just trying to get them to integrate into the community, be able to have autonomy, right, where they no longer need our services to stay housed. So skip this real quick and go to special needs units. It's housing unit, LIHTC, that's the, let me see here if I can show you that. Designs for special needs housing, yeah, okay. So here's the eligibility, who's eligible for a special needs unit. We do have a flyer. Unfortunately, I couldn't put it up here. I don't know why I wasn't able to add it, but I can get that to anybody. I'll send that out in an email to the group later on. So it'll kind of give you an example. You can open it up and it's threefold. Explains this a little bit more. You can also find our flyer on our website, La Casa Health's website, and the application for Cielo de Oro. So they must meet one of these criteria. First, to be eligible for the special needs unit, and to continue on, they got to meet or have a household income at or below 60% of the area median income for Chavez County. I don't have those numbers right now. Sorry. Some of the stakeholders, right? I want to say it's almost anybody in the community, property managers, developers, anybody at this meeting, referring agencies. So anybody can refer a client for the special needs housing to the LLA, which is again, La Casa Behavioral Health. So I'll have my information at the end, so you can email me or call or text if you need. Screening selection for accessing special needs housing, how does it work? So if Cielo de Oro property manager, they have a vacancy, they're going to contact us. They'll have to fill out with us. There's a form that they'll fill out and they'll send it to us. And then we have, I believe, 15 to 10 days to respond. So we're going to look at our waiting list to see if there's anybody on that waiting list that's still eligible. And if they meet the criteria, then we'll contact that referring agency, let them know, yes, this client or this tenant that you referred qualifies. Again, just for the special needs unit or special needs housing program. So what do we do? Of course, we're gonna make sure that we're gonna do that pre-screening to make sure that the client or the tenant, whoever's referred, meets the criteria, create a waiting list, keep that waiting list. And there's no, it's a, oops, excuse me. So it's supposed to be a lottery, but our waiting list isn't very long, so. Basically, I think right now we only have like 1 or 2 people on that waiting list. And so sometimes we'll contact that client and let them know like, hey, this unit's up, if you're still interested in it, and a lot of them say no, that they've already been housed. Right now, there's 3 units they're not available, unfortunately, at Cielo de Oro because of the flood. It's really affected their property right now, and so they're still working on that. That's the other problem with this is, even though we have 3 units that, you know, we can refer somebody to, they're not available just because of again, they're doing a lot of renovations in the flood. We had a couple of our tenants in the program who had to be moved a little further into the property because their property had been, or their apartment had been affected by the flood. So let's see. So responsibilities of the referring agency. So anybody who refers, we just want to make sure that they understand who's eligible for special needs housing. So they're not just referring somebody to our, because we get a lot of that. We get phone calls from different agencies like, hey, this person's needs housing, can you help them? And it doesn't work that way. It would be nice, I hope that they would look at the eligibility form just to see like, hey, you actually qualify for this program. And so, you know, do they meet that criteria, and then they can refer them over to us. And also, like if they do meet the criteria, that they're going to be there to help the client with any resources they might need, supportive services they might need. They're not just dropping them off at the front door and saying, here you go, but they're going to be involved in the client's care and stuff. So again, I'm just going to repeat this over and over, like eviction prevention is one of the main goals here for special needs housing, where we really want to provide all the services and support that the client needs to stay housed. Making sure they understand their responsibilities as a tenant, and also the laws around that. There's a lot of different trainings that we go to that talk about the different responsibilities of not just the client, but also the property manager. We've had clients who would get these eviction notices that it wasn't, say, unlawful, basically. So we would go to bat for the client and just, again, just be supportive, help them understand what they also have rights as a tenant. So, what the property managers they do. Let me see here. How much time do I have? I'm trying to like fly through here, like 24 slides.
You got about 5 to 10 minutes. That way we have time for questions because my list is growing.
Okay, perfect. Sorry. So they're going to notify us of any vacancies, notify us of any updates or delays in construction, kind of like what just happened with the recent flood. Any issues that they may have with the client or the tenant that's there, they'll give us a call or contact us. Unfortunately, that doesn't always happen until the client's about to be evicted. But they're supposed to contact us and let us know if they're having issues with payment or clients or the tenants aren't following the rules there. So they're going to let us know those things, and they have to do this in writing. So there's a form that they're supposed to fill out and send to us. That's provided for them. So there's a lot of turnover at this property with the property managers, so it's really difficult for us to keep in contact with them. So but we do our best. I think they do as well. I think we kind of went over this already. Basically, this top little line right here, referring agency, it could be anywhere, it could be the homeless or anyone, the homeless shelter, anybody from this meeting can refer somebody to the local lead agency for the pre-screening, get on the waiting list, and see whether or not they qualify or they're eligible for special needs housing. See the guidelines, kind of went over that. Yeah, so this is basically saying if they do qualify, we're just going to make sure that there's a unit specific for that person, because like Cielo de Oro, they only have studios, sometimes one bedroom apartments for our clients, because usually it's only like one person. We haven't really had a family in special needs housing or special needs, yeah, in the program yet, so. We really want to make sure that if you're referring a client that you can provide the documentation that they're eligible for the for special needs housing. So if they're on SSI or disability, or they have I don't know, low income, any kind of bank statements or stuff like that. Just makes the process easier for them, for the tenant as well. Let me see, go back to this. So the local lead agency, of course, we're just going to review the documentation, verify whether or not they're eligible for the program. And then we're going to help them fill out the application for special needs housing, put them on the waiting list. And there's a two-phase process for this. So they have to meet the special needs housing eligibility, but they also have to meet the property that they're, or CL de Oro's, I guess, the background checks, the credit checks, all that. So unfortunately, sometimes CL de Oro will not accept the clients, even though they meet the special needs housing eligibility, they won't meet CL de Oro's, oh gosh, the word I'm looking for. They're not going to be eligible basically for this property because of they don't pass the background check, or they don't meet the income level. So we've had clients who we need to be able to make sure that the client can continue to pay their rent monthly, right? So this isn't necessarily anything like HUD where they're getting assistance with their rent. So this is again based on I think what did I say earlier, the Chavez County, the median of like 60% of the median income in Chavez County. So low income tax credit versus subsidized. LIHTC is rent based on the area median income. There you go. And subsidized housing is based on consumer income. So it is different. See. I don't know if I'm going up or down. I apologize. Yep. Sorry guys, I had an issue here with my. There you go. So sorry, I kind of flew through that real quick. I appreciate you, but there you go. There's my information if you need it. Take it down. Give me a call. Shoot me an email. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them right now.
First, make sure you send me your slides and your information to the
Absolutely.
Health Council email,
Perfect.
and then I'll get it out.
So we'll do that. Stop sharing here.
And then you said you only have 6 units available?
So yes, there's only 6 units at CL de Oro right now. We have 6 units. There's set aside housing. 3 are already there's tenants in there right now. There's 3 available. And I say available, they're not quite available right now. Just again, they're being renovated right now because of the flood. So they're not ready for move-in or anything like that. But when those again, we can put clients on the waiting list. You can send us referrals. We'll have that waiting list, and then whenever something comes available, we'll let you guys know whoever referred them, whoever referred the client.
Okay, let me refocus that.
Right.
6 units total for the complex. 3 of them are under construction due to the flood.
Right.
So there's only 3 usable units currently, and you're full, so you're just in wait list.
Correct.
Okay. Go ahead, Geneva.
Hi, Domingo. It's Geneva here. I had a question in regards to the size of the units, because on your slides, it said that they could be families as well. How big are these units?
So there's the studio where it's, again, you have your kitchen and then, yeah, you have your 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. It's what's available. Yeah, whatever they have available. Right now we had I'll just say, tell you this kind of, we have a client who just one lady, she was in a studio for about a year. And then a 1 bedroom became available. And so she was able to apply for that 1 bedroom and they gave it to her. So again, she's still in the program, but she was able to move into that 1 bedroom. It was whatever's available right now. So whether it's a studio, 1 bedroom, of course, they're not gonna I don't know if there's 2 bedrooms. I don't think there are. We haven't had any of our clients in there.
You also said it's for special needs, and then and you went over kind of the criteria, but you also said they need to have the special needs diagnosis and be on SSI, or can they be income?
Just at least
well-
one of those, yeah, just one of those. So if they have a disability, they qualify. If they're under the or like an SMI diagnosis, they qualify. If they're on disability, whether it's mental, physical, they'll qualify.
So if they're not on disability, but they're income qualified and have a
Yes.
mental health.
And they have a mental health, yeah. So one or the other.
Anybody else?
Yeah, Domingo, I got a question. What about the case management services of these programs, or do there, just to clarify, or do the referrers have to provide them?
Yeah, so that's kind of an ongoing thing. It's not required that the referring agency provide the services. It's just highly recommended that they do that. So there's no clout that they can.
Yes, I think it's tough, right? I could theoretically, refer somebody for housing, and then I could follow up, but they're probably, they're still my client, especially. That's why I asked.
Yeah, that would be. And they don't have to be in, so for La Casa, being the local lead agency, we are required to provide services even if they're not our client here. So we're not able to bill for services for these clients. So, and we can be there 5 days a week for, an hour or so, or more. And again, we're not able to bill for that. So I think that's the difficult part about this program is that, you can provide a lot of services and the payoff is not very well, for the agency anyways, but it's really,
Back to the bedrooms. In the complex itself, you said it can be, if it's available, how many bedrooms max, if it was available, is available at that complex?
I think that's gonna depend on well, if it's a family of 3, I'm assuming a client doesn't want to move in with their family when it's a 1-bedroom, and if they want to, if there's anything that in their regs that say they can't move in, but we want to make sure that it's something that's suitable for the family. We haven't had that yet. Again, it's only been single, individuals, but.
Okay, that's not my question.
Oh, sorry.
Is there 2-bedroom apartments in that complex?
Oh, I believe so. Yeah, that's, what I think you asked that earlier and I apologize. Yes, there are 2 bedrooms available.
Are there 3 bedrooms available in that complex?
I don't think so. That's a good question. I'll have to look at that one. I don't know.
Okay, because
I can
we
get
need
back
to
you
know
on
that.
one. Yeah,
If we have a family of 4 and it's only 1 bedrooms, that's not a place to refer.
Right.
absolutely.
So, yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
Good job.
All right, thank you,
Thank
Domingo.
you. Yes, thank you.
All right, and then as soon as I get that information, I will go ahead and pass it out to you guys so that you have access to it as well. Yes. All right, and back to the agenda. All right, we have 9 minutes and to do the drawing. Does anybody have anything that they need to really get off their chest that they need
Well,
the group to know right now?
I think we have enough time then.
Not yet.
I do, Mark.
Okay,
Mark? Hi, so we just started a new nonprofit, so we're still in our fundraising and sponsorship phase, but we'll be doing a few family and youth-based events in town. We'll be doing movies in the park this summer and a few other events throughout the year. So we're still trying to get organized, but all of that will be released within the week of scheduling everything.
So what nonprofit, right?
Roswell Night Skies.
So, and Mark will get me information and then I will pass that out so that it can be sent across the Roswell first.
I don't know what the cost of the movie is.
So our cost for a movie, the rights are about 900. Anywhere from 800 to 1,200. Just the average cost plus about 400 for equipment rentals as well. So that would be our light towers, generators, whatever else we put down there. So it's roughly 1,300 to 1,500.
And that's what you're looking for in sponsorships?
Yes.
Okay, you need to get me a flyer so that I have that information and I can put it out.
I will get you this one.
Okay, you got it. All right,
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Remember, guys, that Medicare will call you and ask you for your information. That is Medicare fraud that's happening very actively. Do you know anybody that needs help with Medicare or getting their prescription drugs and their Medicare premiums paid for? SHIP can help them apply for benefits to see if they qualify based on their income, their lower income. They'll have my contact information. I've got several flyers. If anyone after the event wants to pick one up about different programs SHIP has. And if you want, I can email those out. I will get.
And that was Kathy Lay, by the way.
Happy Lay, I'm the Southeast Ship Coordinator, Aging Services in New Mexico. Now that's more than 15 seconds, sorry.
Ladies, y'all have anything?
No, we're glad to be part of it.
Yeah.
Join Summit, Carrie, mentioned it, it's gonna be May 28th at, the college. There's only 100 spots available, spots are filling up, this is through 100% Travis County. We need everybody's input, the county and the city have close to $5 million to spend on opioid funding. So we need the input from the community and from people that work directly with people that are experiencing, addiction, to be there making the plans. So please make sure, 100% Travis County, website, you can register.
And I'd like to add, Travis County has its first measles case. Not in school, please get your MMRs.
Anybody online have a quick update? I guess not. In that case, we'll go ahead and do the drawing, which will be for a $25 Visa card that Emily will have to take to you because once again, I forgot to put it in my bag.
Keep on with you, but all things.
All right. So Emily will come see you. Yeah. All right. In that case, we are going ahead and call this meeting to an end at 12:55. Our next meetings, the next membership meeting is Wednesday, May 14th. And those of you on the executive, you know when yours is. So we'll see you May 14th. Same bat place.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.